Justin, your new film, Runner Runner, is set in the world of online poker. Now, we know you can sing and dance and act, and that's fine. How's your poker game?
You know, I used to have like a poker night at my house, but it started to get a little heated. You know, we were losing friends, so we decided to call that off. Because, you know, obviously we weren't playing for money, it was just for pride, which is, you know, is far more valuable, especially amongst friends. It's okay, it's okay. I used to play a lot. I don't play as much anymore.
The world depicted in your film, Runner Runner, is, you know, it's a dark world.
Is this the guy? What do you want?
My name's Richie First. I was cheated on your site, Midnight Black.
In your research process, how much of that did you find to be fact-based?
That was what I didn't know anything about before starting to work on this movie was the world of online gaming. I had no idea how much money was kind of generated by this whole thing. And also what I didn't know was how sort of dark that world can get down in Costa Rica.
Are you all right, Richie? You seem a little worked out, you know.
Yeah, I'm good.
There was so much research available for me, which was extremely helpful. Obviously, my character plays a guy who comes down there and, kind of like myself, doesn't know a lot about how seedy that world can be. So I didn't want to spoil it too much during the process of making the movie.
You recently got into a safer game when you took an ownership stake in the Memphis Grizzlies.
True.
You're born in Memphis, so we know the roots.
Named #1 franchise this year by ESPN, the magazine. What?
Beyond the roots, why NBA?
#1 out of all franchises. Just want to throw that out there again. Sorry, you were saying?
Why NBA owner? You can do anything you want probably in sports. Why NBA owner?
Yeah, obviously, that's my hometown, and that's where I keep my residence in my home. And so my first conversation with basically our majority owner, Robert Pera, was, I said, look, I'm happy to do this, and I'm honored to do this, and I definitely want to do this because I put on for my city, but you have to keep the team here. Because there were rumblings that the team was going to move. He's like, no, I want to build this thing from the ground up. And so now it's a whole new, no pun intended, ball game for us.
The thinking is that your presence could help lure big name free agents to the small market of Memphis. But here's my question. Pretend I'm an NBA star. What's your 20, 30-second pitch? Why the Grizzlies?
The sport every year gains a bigger worldwide audience, and so I don't know. I do see a future for the league where it's not about big market, small market. I think there's always going to be the Lakers and the Knicks, but you know, I always bring up the name Kevin Durant. I always bring that name up because Oklahoma City wasn't Oklahoma City. You know, they weren't the Thunder before guys like Westbrook and Durant. And so, you know, we were in the Western Conference Finals last year, and that's a big deal. At the end of the day, I think if you ask any NBA player, what do you want more than anything, it's a ring. Everybody wants a ring.
If it were me, by now I would have laced them up and tested my game against my boys. Have you had a chance to ball with those guys?
I only did one shoot around last season, but I'm going to be around for a lot of camp this year, so I'm going to try to work out as much with the guys as possible, just because it's fun for me.